All right, we're here with Tyrone Prothro, legendary Alabama receiver from 2004 to 2005, best known for the catch and acrobatic reception he made behind the head of a Southern Miss defender that won Best Play of the 2006 ESPY Awards. Tyrone, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. I bet you are doing pretty good since your Jasper Vikings just finished undefeated in the regular season, 10-0.
Oh yeah, definitely. Our guys that played hard all season. One of our goals was to, win the region. Another one of our goals was, once we realized that we could go undefeated, was to, we wanted to have an undefeated regular season. And now we know at this point, the records don't matter. It's just week by week. We want to try to, get a game week by week.
Yeah. For what I found online, this is the school's first undefeated season since 1999. So that's 20 years, right on it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a big accomplishment. Our guys knew that, and they wanted to. Guys want to leave their legacy, especially our seniors. They want to leave their legacy on this team, and they've been good with leading our younger guys. And like I said, that was one of our goals, and we set out and achieved that goal.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about your role with this team.
Right now, I coach the receivers and the returners, and really we just trying to make them, help them to be the best receivers they can be, but also, just trying to, teach them a little bit about life as well.
Well, the first playoff game is this Friday at home against Madison Academy. What do you expect to see out of your guys this weekend?
Well, I just expect them to come out and play hard. I mean, I think if we come out and play hard like we know how to play hard, I think everything else will take care of itself.
Well, I wish you the best of luck this week. I'll definitely be there and watching. So,
definitely appreciate it.
Well, going back to your college days, you were one of the greatest receivers in Alabama history, obviously, and of course, you had one of the most memorable catches in sports history that we'll get into in just a moment. But first, tell us a little bit about your playing days outside of the catch. And, of course, outside of that unfortunate injury that came later, what are some moments and teammates that stand out in your mind?
Well, I mean, of course, it being LSU weekend, one was, just, having my freshman year, just having the type of game that I had against LSU as a freshman. I had a few catches in that game, and, of course, we got beat. I think we got beat 27-3 that game, but that was kind of a game where, I felt like I played pretty good. Like I said, I had a few catches, and just kind of remembering, what I was able to do in that game.
Well, everyone asks you, of course, about the catch because Alabama fans can never get enough of it. So we will as well. For any listeners who may not know, as if anyone doesn't, this was a 42-yard reception over a Southern Miss DB in which you somehow managed to reach around the receiver's helmet, almost like a bear hug, and come down with the ball just short of the end zone. Could you just walk us through that?
I mean, it was a fourth and 12, I think. Maybe we had about 29 seconds to go on the clock. And really, it was just an opportunity for me to make a play. Brody saw me one-on-one with the safety. And really, for me, I just kind of threw my hands up the way I normally would if I was running by myself. It just so happened that the defender happened to be in between my arms when I threw my hands up. So, which caused it to end the way it did, and we both, kind of just the momentum made us go in the end zone, and we flipped in the end zone.
What was going through your head when you stood back up afterwards?
Well, I mean, I was, just kind of, trying to get the refs to call it a touchdown because, I mean, I didn't know at the time that my knee had hit down on the 1 yard line, but that was actually the first year that we were able to have instant replay, and so they went back and replayed it, and of course my knee, it was definitely a catch, and then my knee hit down at the 1 yard line, but I was kind of, if you see me on the sideline, I was still, when they called it down at the 1, even though we still got the ball on the 1 yard line, I was kind of ticked off they called it down at the 1 yard line, but nevertheless we scored on the very next play.
Well, me and you, of course, have talked about this in depth before because we did the article for Hall & Arena. You can find that at hallandarena.com or at thegamemanagers.com. But I believe you said that you got a letter from George W. Bush. I think it was actually after the injury, not necessarily the catch. But tell us a little bit about that, because that was a story that I just found so interesting.
Well, it was just it was a letter that I was in the hospital, and a lot of people were sending me letters. Not just the president, but I got a lot of fan letters of people wishing me well, saying they were praying for me, and it was just interesting that I got a letter from he and his wife, and they, I guess somebody reached out to him and told him about my injury, and they wrote me a letter and wished me well, and hope for a speedy recovery.
The injury we're talking about here is one that unfortunately ended your career sooner than it should have in a home game against number 5 Florida, when you suffered what many would consider to probably be one of the most gruesome injuries in sports history. Can you just tell us a little bit of what happened from your perspective?
Well, I mean, it was just it was a play. I've jumped up like that, hundreds of times probably. And it just so happened to happen on that one play. I mean, with a combination of, how I jumped, and then the guy just, he bumped my body in the air. And it, at the rate I was coming down, it kind of, it made me come down the way I did when he bumped my body in the air. So, I think, kind of, caused that injury. But, what a lot of people don't realize is that was probably, our starters. It was 4th down and 5, and that was probably our starters' last play of that game. And it just so happened to happen on that one play.
How did you come to terms with realizing it was time to hang it up thereafter?
Well, I mean, I don't think I was never told that, my career was over, and I never really, let that set into my head until, it was time for me to graduate. I just kind of wanted to finish school. I was just kind of tired of the surgeries and the rehab, and I really just wanted to live a normal life and finish school and get my degree. So I kind of just took that road myself to where, getting older, don't have much time. The time that I had to rehab, I didn't have that much time left, as far as eligibility. So, just kind of, I figured it out on my own that, hey, I need to make the best out of, my situation, and that was to get my degree. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, for anyone that hasn't read that article that I was lucky enough to do with you, Tyrone, I would really recommend everybody to do it, because I got to say, you're one of the most inspirational men I've ever met, and you're just a guy that's never shied away from punches or ever felt sorry for himself. And we talk about that a lot more in the article. But after that injury, you basically just said, okay, God doesn't want me to do this; He wants me to do something else. That's fine. I'll do whatever He wants me to do. And that's an outlook I don't think many guys are strong enough to have, especially when your life had to change so much. It's a story I wish every athlete on earth could hear, and because you dealt with adversity like no one I've ever heard of before, man.
Yeah, whenever you go through life and you have any type of adversity like that, it's how you handle it. Really defines you. I mean, you can take it the wrong way, and you can sit back and dwell on it and not become the person that you should be. But for me, it was just kind of taking that and making myself stronger from the situation. And that was just kind of my mentality about it. I just wanted to use it as motivation to better myself. And it worked out for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I would wholeheartedly agree with that. Well, let's talk a little bit about this year's rendition of the Crimson Tide. You played at a time when the Tide wasn't really known for being a receiver's paradise like it is today. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this new age offense and receiving core now at Alabama.
Well, I mean, just what they all have to offer. I mean, back when I played, we ran routes and we took routes serious, but I think the art of route running has evolved in this new age. I mean, guys are really, they're really bigger, faster, stronger, and, just a lot more knowledgeable about, the art of route running and all that. So, the receivers we have, I mean, they all take pride in the route running, and they're all technicians on running routes to get open. They understand how to run routes to get open, regardless of what coverage a team gives them or whatever. But just sitting back watching them operate, like I just like to sit back and watch them run routes. Just from when Calvin Ridley was there, he was one that I like to watch, and then now Jared Judy, and even Amari Cooper. Like, those are three of some of the best route runners that I've seen, that's come through Alabama. So, just sitting back and watch them work and just watch them, be technicians and students of the game when it comes to running routes. Like, it's fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, those guys are having a ball week in and week out. I've never seen anything like it, but they're going to be tested this week, though. How do you like this matchup for Alabama and a banged up Tua against LSU?
Well, I think Tua will be fine. I think as far as our receivers and route running, it's tough to guard a good receiver that understands how to run routes against zone and man coverage. So, I mean, really, I think it's just going to be, your guy versus my guy, and it's going to be on Tua, in which he makes good decisions, to find the open guy, not try to force it to one guy, or not, to key in on one guy. And I think he does a really good job of doing that. But our receivers, I think, will we have too many to key on one of them. So if you want to try to take away Judy, then you got Ruggs and Devontae Smith. So, and then even Waddle. So just kind of pick your poison on who you want to try to key on, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. How important do you think Tua is this game? Right now, it seems like he is going to play. Do you think that maybe Alabama wouldn't be able to pull it off if he wasn't starting?
I think Tua gives us of course he gives us the best chance to win it, but I think the guys that we have, the second string, third string, and Jones and Taleo, I feel like they are capable quarterbacks. If they just manage the game and not have any turnovers, I think we still would have an opportunity to be in and possibly win the game. But yeah, definitely Tua gives us the best opportunity to win this game.
What do you think Alabama is going to have to do to stop or slow down this electric LSU offense?
Well, I mean, you just got to put pressure on the quarterback. I mean, you got to put pressure on Joe Burrow. I think we're going to have to be able to guard man, hold up in man coverage. Once we send blitz, because I'm sure we're probably going to, go after him. So when we play, man coverages, we're going to have to be able to hold up on the back end, and I think we're capable of doing that. Yeah.
Well, give us your final predictions for the game. Give us one for if Tua plays and one for if he doesn't.
I don't really do predictions. I think if we come out and play the way we know how to play, if Tua plays, I think we'll be fine, and I think we should come away with the win. And I think if Tua doesn't play, I think if we take care of the ball and don't have any turnovers, any interceptions, or any fumbles, or our defense plays well, I think we'll put ourselves in a position to win the game.
All right. Well, thank you, Tyrone, man. I appreciate you talking to us, and I wish y'all the best of luck this Friday. I'll be there cheering y'all on.
Thanks, Nick, for having me on.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye.